Hello everyone and welcome to Joanne's Kitchen. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I have a little short video for y'all. Well, I don't know how short it's going to be, but I have in here, I am doing today's recipe. I'm going to show y'all how I do my beef stew. One of the ways, okay, anyway, okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm making beef stew. I have beef stew in this pot. Before I get started, let me go ahead and tell you this. To my new subscribers, thank you so much for choosing to subscribe to Joanne's Kitchen, and welcome. And to those of you that's watching this channel for the first time, go ahead and take the time to subscribe, and be sure to tap that notification bell so every time I upload a video, you want to be notified. So new subscribers, welcome once again. So glad to have you to be a part of Joanne's YouTube family. Yes, I am, and thank you. So I'm doing beef stew, and it's gonna be my way, okay? So in here I have some clean beef stew, and it's been clean, and I have one pack, okay? That's all we need for today, because you know tomorrow's Labor Day, so I'm just doing one pack. Okay, so we're gonna season this. I'm gonna add in, and for this recipe, you will need olive oil. So I'm putting olive oil, just whisking a little bit on my meat. Okay, that's enough. Okay, and then we have some accent salt here, what you'll need. I have some thyme here. I have 2 packs of beef stew seasoning. I have some paprika pepper. Paprika, you'll need that. I have some Worcestershire sauce, you'll need that. I have bay leaves, you'll need bay leaf. Okay, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, soul food seasoning, aka for y'all, whatever kind of soul food seasoning you use, or it's Larry's or whatever kind of seasoning you use, you'll need that. For me, it's soul food seasoning, okay? I'm not using no salt because this has salt in it along with other little spice, and it has garlic in it, garlic powder in it, but I'm still going to use garlic powder and onion powder, okay? But I'm just not going to use, I'm going to stick to one salt, okay? So, I'm going to sprinkle in a little Italian seasoning here. Okay, then you're gonna need some flour too as well, okay? And as well, you're gonna need some 2 whole onions. You're gonna need them cut up. They can be white onions, they can be yellow onions, but you're gonna need 2 of them. You're gonna need them diced. You're gonna need some green bell peppers, some yellow bell peppers, some red bell peppers. You're gonna need those diced and seeded as well. You can use an orange. I don't have orange in here today because I didn't have any orange, so I'm a big fan of using what you have, and this is what I had. So use what you got unless it calls for the exact, then you will need that exact. But other than that, use what you got. And I got some mushrooms in here as well that I'll be using, okay? And I'm gonna add some garlic to that. Over here in this bowl, I have my potatoes and garlic. I only cut up like 4 potatoes, and I quarter them like this. 4 potatoes, 2 carrots, and 2 stalks of celery you will also need, okay? We'll be working with 1 bay leaf, okay? So I got my oil in here. I got my Italian season. I'm going to add a little thyme. You're going to need some dry thyme, okay? I'm going to put my Worcestershire sauce in here. You're going to need some of that. So we're going to season this. I'm going to mix it all together. I got my little pot sitting on top of the stove right here. I'm going to with some olive oil in that. I'm going to cover this with some flour, and we're going to put it on, okay? Okay, and I just pulled that up in there, okay? So now I'm going to follow by some soul food seasoning. Okay, that's enough of that. We're going to have our black pepper. Okay, that's enough of that. Garlic powder. Onion powder. paprika. It can be smoked, Spanish, whatever. You just need some Hungarian paprika. You know that's that good paprika there. And accent salt. And it's just going to enhance these flavors. Okay, I'll show you later what we're going to do with this stupid seasoning. Okay, so it should be looking like this. Y'all see that? Now we're just going to go in with our hands and we're just going to mix it all up. Get all these stupid coated with this goodness. Okay, let me wash my hands. Then we're gonna go in. We're gonna add some flour to that. I'm gonna take, I'm just gonna pour some flour in there and just sprinkle it, okay? So we don't have to get in another bag or anything like that for our flour. We can sprinkle it right on in there. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna cut on this eye. I'm gonna put olive oil in my pan right here. I'm gonna put a slice of butter in there. Okay, I got about 2 tablespoons of butter going off in there. Okay, I got my flour. Now, here's my flour, and I'm using about 1/4 cup. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on here, and I'm going to just try to mix it in, okay? Just a little bit more. And then I'll put the rest back in, okay? Because they don't have to be on there real heavy. It's a little wet, so I'm just going to take a teaspoon and just put it back over here. I'll do it like that. See, it should be looking like this because the Worcestershire sauce made it a little wet. So it's going to be fine. I do it this way from time to time, y'all. I started last night to put it in the crock pot and let it, you know, cook overnight. But that didn't happen. Then I started to put it in the oven and just put everything. Y'all know how when I make gravy in the oven, y'all done seen one of those recipes, right? So I started to do it like that. But I ended up changing my mind. I said I'm just going to do it my normal way. Okay, so your veggies, you just want to make sure you prep those. Cut these up ahead of time, okay? Then we're going to need 1 bay leaf. Trying to find a real nice one. Okay. That's all we need, and you can put the rest of them back. Just 1. It depends on how much meat you're working with. Since I'm just working with 1 pack, I'm going to use 1. But if you got 2 packs or more, 2 bay leaves will be sufficient. Okay? So we're going to come over here. And I'm just going to drop my Now these may have to be done in batches, y'all. Only thing that I'm having is with this stew beef is gonna make some rice and some cornbread, and I'm calling it a day, y'all. I'm calling it, it's gonna be dinner. I'm not cooking real, real big dinner today. And I chose not to because tomorrow's the 4th of July, and I really didn't want to have a whole lot of food left over in the refrigerator, and then we probably gonna put some hamburgers together tomorrow. So this right here is gonna get you full. I guarantee it. Because we got enough potatoes and carrots in here. And under that we got some vegetables in here. And then we having it over a bed of hot rice with this gravy and some biscuits. Some cornbread I'm gonna make. Oh, we gonna have a nice goddamn day. That's gonna be it. So when this get done, just let it get brown. So when this get done, I'm gonna take this out. When all the meat get done, I'm gonna take it out, put it on the paper towel and plate, let the grease drain off of it, and then we gonna come and we gonna add in the veggies, and we gonna take the meat out, and we gonna add in the veggies, and we gonna saute our veggies for about 3 minutes. Until they become nice and soft. I'm telling you, once y'all try y'all beef stew this way, it's good, I'm telling you. Need more oil, put more oil. Now we're not deep frying this, because it's not that kind of meal. It's just gonna fry it in our olive oil here. And you know when it's done, when you can take a fork and pull it apart, or take a knife and cut it, and you don't see no pink inside, it's done. Then you can take it out and go on to the next step. But then if it's half done, it's okay, because we're gonna put this, you guys will see the steps that we're gonna go through. So it's gonna end up getting done anyway, okay? I gotta get me some more ice, y'all. It's shit looking good already. It ain't even much near where I want it to be, and it's already looking good. But you do gotta watch it now. Okay, so don't walk away from the stove while doing this beef stew. I tell you when you can walk away from the stove. Okay, now the second batch, I ain't making to that no third batch, so I'm gonna pour all the rest of the second batch into this. So I'm gonna try to finish up with this batch, so this won't have to be 2 videos. Make sure you're using a non-stick pan too, okay? So that way, if this brown stuff sticks to the bottom of the pan, it's all good, because we can scrape that up. You don't want no pan and you can't scrape it up and it's burnt and get burnt. Okay, we can scrape that up because we're going to need that seasoning right off of here to make our gravy. I'm going to show y'all. Now, I don't have, I said to my veggies, I'm adding garlic, okay? Now, I don't have no fresh garlic today, so I'll be using minced garlic out of the jar. You can use either or. If I have fresh, I'll be using that. Okay, we're going to take these out. And let me get a bowl. Or a plate or something, it don't matter. Let me get a bowl. Let me get this bowl. And we're going to pour everything right into this plate. We're doing everything right in this pot. So make sure you got a big pan, pot, whatever. Because everything is going to be done right in this. And see how that just comes right on up? That's what we want, because we're going to make our gravy with that right there. So we're going to put a little bit more oil in. Now we're not going to use all this oil, okay? Some of it going to be drained off. But I'm going to show y'all step by step how we're going to do this, okay? Now I'm going on with the second batch. And final. And try the meat stuck together. Just try, you know, get it on, you know, separated. Okay, so I'm gonna let this part right here, I'm gonna let this fry up, the second batch, and then I'm gonna come back and show you step 2 to this, okay? Okay, we're gonna add our vegetables right on in. Oh, and I have a jalapeno pepper in here. Did I tell y'all that? I have a jalapeno pepper in here. It has been seeded. So I'm going to turn this back up, and we're going to saute this mama tapper for 3 minutes. So I have in here, once again, everything will be in the description box below. I have in here onions, 2 diced onions. It doesn't matter whether it's yellow or white onions, okay? I have yellow onions, okay? I mean, say yellow or sweet onions. And I have 1 red bell pepper, 1 green bell pepper, 1 yellow bell pepper, all diced and seeded. And I have mushrooms in here, been washed, and I didn't chop them. I left them whole, well, sliced, because I had the sliced ones. And 1 jalapeno pepper that's also been seeded and diced. Now to this, I'm going to add in, I have my garlic, but I'm going to add this in the last minute. So we're just going to saute this. minutes. Just until it's nice and translucent. Okay, and you're gonna need a can of tomatoes, nice can of tomatoes. It doesn't matter however you like your tomatoes. You surely can use fresh tomatoes for this. They don't have to all be diced. You can use fresh tomatoes and then chop them up. They don't have to be canned tomatoes, what I'm meant to say. They can be fresh tomatoes. But once again, everything will be in the description box below. Smells so good. It smelled good when I had that meat in there, y'all. One heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, 2 more minutes. We're gonna and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let this finish sauteing. Okay, y'all. I got my this down low. They are ready to go. I have 1 pack of beef stew seasoning mix. Now I'm going to take this 1 pack of beef stew seasoning mix. I'm going to turn y'all over this way for a second. Well, let me turn you back over this way. Show y'all what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this 1 pack of beef stew mix. I think 1 pack will be sufficient. I took out 2 just in case. You have to taste it, you know, when you season your food. So we're gonna add into that some corn. Well, I got some flour right here. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of flour. You can use cornstarch. It doesn't matter how much. Just add in some flour, okay? So it should be looking like this. Y'all can see that? Okay, now to this, I'm just gonna mix it up. I'm gonna add in some beef broth. Okay, and we're going to give it a good stir. Make sure you're hitting those corners, you're getting everything up from the bottom. Okay, whisk. I don't want no lumps. So we're trying to make sure we get that flour out. Okay. Now we're going to go over here. And I'm going to take a spoon. And I'm going to take some of this grease out. This oil, this olive oil. So you can do that as well, okay? Got my tepper hot. But then if you can't, you know, don't worry about it. Because when the beef stew get done, you can skim some more of the fat off, okay? So, we're going to take this and we're going to make sure scrape all that goodness from the bottom. We're going to put our gravy in. We're going to turn this heat back up. And we're going to stir. Take our meat and put our meat back in. And we're going to stir some more. It's going to be thick, y'all. In this same cup, I'm pouring in more stock. Okay. We're going to add in our bay leaf. We're going to pour the water off of these celery and potatoes. And we're going to add those in. Okay, we're going to add these in the pot. And we're only going to cook these until it gets done, okay? Until the potatoes gets done. Because our meat was fried, right? It was sauteed, right? So, therefore, we're going to take... And this is the way I do my beef stew, y'all. I'm telling y'all, somebody try it this way. I'm telling you, you will be amazed at how flavorful and how good this beef stew is. Then boiling your meat, you know what I'm saying? It's even better than the crock pot. And I do be seasoning my crock pot foods. And it be good. But this way is so much better. It's so delicious. And it's so freaking flavorful. And you have Different kinds of vegetables in here is what I like about when I make my beef stew this way. You don't just have to have potatoes and carrots. You know, it's your beef stew. Do it your way. Traditional, they just have potatoes and carrots and celery and onions. And then once everything gets nice and tender, now we need to do one more thing. We're going to add these can of potatoes in here. Y'all ain't never had beef stew this way. You better make you some. And I'm telling you, it's going to be damn delicious. I'm telling you that. I ain't never lied to y'all. I ain't finna start now. I'm telling you, this mama tap is going to be good. And we're going to have this over a hot bed of rice and some cornbread. My cornbread recipe, yes. And we're going to let this mama tapa cook. We're going to take a little bit more Worcestershire sauce. Just sprinkle a little bit more in here, just like that. And stir it up. Okay, so let me taste this right quick, y'all, because I have tasted. And make sure I don't need the other, I just want to taste the gravy. Make sure that I don't need the other pipe. I'm going to add, but it tastes good. And this thick gravy, y'all. Look at this homemade gravy. Yes. It's a meal right here. I don't need no side vegetables. I got enough vegetables in here. These big old pieces of carrots and potatoes. This meal is sure to please, and it's going to be satisfying. It's going to get them taste buds going. All you need is some rice and cornbread and some Kool-Aid on the side. Okay, we're going to turn this bad baby down, and I'm going to let it simmer. I'm going to come back and check on it. So I'm turning it down to a medium-low heat, and I'm going to let this simmer for about an hour. I'm going to be checking on it in between just to see is my potatoes and carrots done got tender. If it is, then it's done. At least that part of it anyway. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, let me show you this cornbread right quick. My oven is already hot. I'm gonna take this cornbread. I got 2 boxes of just your cornbread here. This will be in the description box. I already have a recipe with my cornbread if y'all want to see that. If some of y'all haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch it. It's how to make jiffy cornbread moist. And I'm going to show you right now. I can't open the other box of cornbread. More than one way to skin a damn cat. Okay, so to that you're gonna need 2 eggs. Two boxes, 2 eggs. Okay. We're using 1 cup of sour cream. sour cream will be sufficient. You don't need 2 cups of sour cream to get this moist. That 1 cup gonna be there. A 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. You don't see and get in the garlic. You don't need 2 cups, okay? So everything you're gonna need, okay? 2 cups of Jiffy corn mix, or you can use 1 box, okay? But for those of you that's asking questions about the 2, this is, here we go. 2 boxes of Jiffy, 2 eggs, 1 cup of sour cream, a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, okay? 2/3 cups of milk. That's all you will need. Don't need no more milk. Don't need no more sour cream. We don't need no butter. We ain't working with butter. Okay, now you're just gonna stir this up. Mighty fine. Now it's gonna be a little loose. So in here, I have a little bit of flour. Take you a little bit of flour, just sprinkle some shit in, just like that. And then if you're doing it and you feel like it needs more, sprinkle some more in. You know what I'm saying? Until you get it to the consistency that you want it. Now you don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too damn loose neither. Now you know what I'm saying? You want it like pancake batter a little bit, like pancake. You get it to like a pancake consistency, like you making pancakes. Get it like that, a little bit more flour. That's it. Don't call for a whole lot, because using 2 boxes and then you got the oil in here and the milk, it's gonna be a little loose. But that's where my trick of the flour come in at. Okay, and you're gonna need some sugar. Now, how many other sugars you deal with? That's totally up to you. Let's stick my thing in here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You only can use 2 tablespoons of sugar. This step I leave up to you because you making it, right? So you put in how much you like. I put in about 5 to 6. That's it. Because I know how my kids, I know how we like it over here. And that's it. Yes, Jiffy is already sweet. You don't have to put in as much as I put in. You can put in less. Two tablespoons will be enough. For those of you that's doing Splenda, whatever other kind of sugar out there that you use besides white, regular sugar, use that. Okay, hand me the spray while you're standing right there. You're gonna take your dish and you're gonna spray it, and that's it. Okay, just lightly spray it. Okay, just like this. Take your mix. That's it, y'all. Put it in a 350-degree oven for 20-25 minutes. Certain toothpick in there, fork or whatever, comes out clean, is done. Okay, rub you some butter on top of some honey, and you got you some good goddamn cornbread. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. I'll be back to show y'all what everything looks like plated up.